Namaste. In this video, I'm going to share with you my plank mandala, or an unfolding sequence of asanas that's working with the posture of the plank pose as its foundation, as its starting point. And from there, I'm going to do a lot of dynamic movements that will build your core and upper body strength and enable you to enter those arm balancing asanas with more ease. Countering that, as a counter pose, I'll do a series of upper body shoulder flexibility postures, such as Namaste, particularly behind the back, and the arms for the Gomukhasana or cow face pose. So I hope you like the practice. This practice is intended to do once you're already warmed up and you've already done the introductory movements. So it's not intended to be just jump right into this. So if you haven't watched my basic warm-up sequence or my Feeling Good Morning Jump Start, that's where you start. And then the next thing you would do, it would be the Yogametry Introductory movement sequence. So I hope you like the practice, and please contact me with any questions or comments. Thank you so much. Namaste. We'll begin standing, bringing the arms up. Exhale, and I jump back into a plank. Lifting from the inner knee, and then I begin with a dynamic plank jack. It's like jumping jacks in a plank. Keep lifting in the navel. And for my resting pose, I'm going to go back into downward facing dog. And then to upward facing dog. And you can do that whenever you need a rest, or come down to child's pose if need be. Back into the plank. And now I'm touching the opposite toe. So this works through the core as you're working on the diagonal from the opposite foot to hand. You'll feel it working. And you do however many of those you can, and then back to dog pose. Upward facing dog. And downward dog. Going down to child if you need to. Back to plank. And now I'm taking knee to opposite upper arm. And just further working that core. And now knee to the same upper arm. Back to dog for a rest. Upward facing dog. And downward dog. Feet together, I just jump to sit on my toes. My toes are tucked, I'm sitting on my heels. And back to dog pose. Upward dog. Downward dog. Turning to the side, and this is a dynamic side plank movement. You want to keep lifting out of your wrist, and you just drop the hips. You notice that my feet are spread apart. They're not stacked like in Vasisthasana. We're going to get to that. Back to dog pose. Upward dog. And down dog. Now we'll put that hand in the middle and stack the feet for Vasisthasana, side plank. Back to dog, place the hand and the other side. And another up down dog. Forward fold. And then back to plank. This time I'm going to take the one leg in the sky variation, extending, stretching, and I just step my foot forward into gecko. Inhale, exhale. And onto the other side. Establishing the Vasisthasana first, and then I go on to grab the toe, extend. Modification would be just lift the leg any amount without grabbing the toe. And then gecko. And jumping forward, extend the spine, Uttanasana. Inhaling, exhale. And I decided to do another round of the diagonal knee to upper arm. And you can mix these up however works for you. Your body will know what you need. And then I'm jumping forward. Exhale, fold. This gets you very warmed up, by the way. Now I'm sitting on my heels. My toes are tucked underneath me, so it's really a strong stretch on my foot. Extending overhead. And long breaths. And then internally rotating both arms. They come behind my back. My palms are together behind the back in Namaste, and I'm going to take my head back. Opening the throat, letting the shoulders come down the back. And then taking my head down. That really clears your neck. Looking straight forward, arms out, inhale. Internally rotating one arm, externally rotating the other to come into the arms of Gomukhasana. And I find it very effective to look away from my arm that's up. I feel a deep release in my neck when I do that. And changing sides. Back to Namaste. And forward fold. And I'm just showing that same sequence from the back. Internal rotation gets you into Namaste. And you can see how I'm sitting on my heels, so the soles of my feet are open. Other side. Showing how it's okay to use your other hand to assist to get that arm up your back. Come off my toes. I'm going to spread my knees, and I want my two toes touching. If you're not flexible enough to sit in front of your heels, it's okay to sit on your heels. I'm showing the Mandukasana, the frog pose, from the front. Extend the arms, extend the spine, look up. Uttanasana.